What's up, everybody? So we got some new stuff coming out. The biggest one that I find pretty interesting is Hollywood is making a live-action Mega Man movie. I'm not opposed to it, but wouldn't this work better? I feel like, I think of something like Wreck-It Ralph. That could totally work right here. I think that would be a better approach to Mega Man. So, Capcom has announced that a live-action Mega Man film is going to be written and directed by Henry Jost and Errol Schulman of Paranormal Activity 3 and 4. Apparently, Sharon Entertainment has produced the Hollywood Death Note adaptation that I haven't seen. I actually heard it was decent, according to a review by RaxTheHero and FullCustomHotDog. They said it was pretty good. I still haven't watched the anime. I actually have the complete series on Blu-ray. I bought it. I bought it at a Walmart when I was kind of intoxicated on a whim, like a year ago, and I still haven't watched it. I'll get around to it. I sat on. I bought the Full Metal Alchemist complete set once at Target when I on a random day one time, and it took me like 6 months to watch it, and then I watched it all in one shot. So, and according to this, they're also doing a Monster Hunter movie. It's turn everything into a movie, and that's got Mila Jovovich. I think that's the Resident Evil girl. So that'd be cool. She's I like her actually. She's very talented and sexy. So this just strikes me as weird. I think you go a different direction with Mega Man. It's just the designing of the costume itself is just kind of cartoony. So I don't know how you bring that into a live action film. I don't know. Maybe it'll be good, right? We'll see. I feel like he has to be CGI based. I mean, it's just weird to me. I would go a different direction. I would go the Wreck-It Ralph type of CGI cartoon movies. That's where I would go with that. But, maybe it'll be good. I love me some Mega Man, so I'll check it out. We'll see. So Sega's bringing a lot of their classics to Switch. Notably, I saw that Sonic the Hedgehog 1 popped up on there. This isn't very... The pricing points are ridiculous. So that Sonic the Hedgehog 1 is $8, right? But you can buy the Sega Genesis Classics disc for PS4 or Xbox One for $30. And that's got like 30 games, 60 games on it or something. I haven't even played all of them. The emulation's actually really good in them. It's probably one of the better retro discs that they've ever put out, to be honest. But for Switch, they're of course going to milk it and put them all out at $8. Got a couple of games that they announced here. Virtual Racing, which isn't on there. Now, that's more of a Sega Saturn game, to be honest. I think it was also on the 32X. I could be wrong. I'm pretty positive it was on the 32X and the Saturn, but someone can correct me if I'm wrong. We got Alex Kidd, Space Harrier, Phantasy Star among the lineup, and people are talking about Jet Set Radio. My question is, why not just release the Sega Genesis Classics for Switch? Which, to me, is a more, consumer-friendly move, but it's all about money, and I get it, but it's just, I would rather have had the Sega Genesis collection for it. I would have bought it for the Switch if they had put it on there. I'm probably not going to buy $8 Sega Genesis games at this point. How many times do you think you can milk me for Sonic the Hedgehog 1? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not too happy with that, but, it's there if you want it. One of the more interesting pieces of news that I found was Avengers 4 is rumored to start 5 years after Infinity War. Now, I actually think that that would be a really cool kind of place to pick the movie back up from. You get to see society rebuilding from that, and then they find however they're going to restore people and get some hope. I don't know. It would be a good way to kind of reset the universe. It's interesting. It's interesting nonetheless. I'm curious to where they're going to take that. I kind of hope that this is true. I really think that that's a very interesting plot idea. A 5-year time jump. That would really kind of show... It'd be a different take, right? I don't think they ever even did that in the comics. So just to see what's happened to Wakanda, like they say here in the article, would be really interesting with Black Panther dying. So, yeah, I would be really interested in that. And I think that that's a cool idea. We got some new details about the 3 Jokers. More of a clickbait headline. The only reason I brought it up is because they kind of laid out that the project's going to come out in January of 2019. I'm really excited about this book. It's going to be a Black Label book, so you know it's going to be hardcore. And, man, how long have we been waiting to find out what's going on with these 3 Jokers? You know, we've been waiting since Rebirth, right, when they announced this. So, like, the hype is real on the 3 Jokers. We all want to know at this point what's going on with them. And then in more terrible Marvel ideas, because Marvel is so obsessed with Comicsgate and their politics, and let's be real, the reason that they're so eager to denounce the Gators is because of their sales, because their political agenda in their comics is not selling, not working. It's killing comic shops. They're closing left and right. And Gators pointed out and bring traction to it, which is why they're so quick to throw labels down and try to denounce it. But once again, they're going so far into it that they're denouncing D&C in another book. So we just recently saw this in X-Men Red. Hardcore, the whole storyline was about Comicsgate. And then you come over here and you see this Mojo panel. It says, I don't mind some change here and there as long as it's organic. I just want good stories. So while the old favorites are on a mission, I have chosen to attack the mansion, wiping these flux, not the other word, F-A-U-X, men, off the face of the earth, live on the Mojo stream. It's time to bring back the classic X-Men. Reboot, rebirth, no more New Mutants. For too long, the group of mutants I grew up with have been overshadowed by new characters. Characters designed to appeal to changing demographics at the expense of true fans like myself. We all know that that's a shot at your boy Zach. Of course it is. So, is it any surprise? We find out that Marvel has actual meetings about people on YouTube. It's kind of pathetic, Marvel. It's kind of pathetic. Why does this exist? You should be making a book that sells, not taking specific shots at people who honestly probably have no idea what's going on. Because most of the drama is on Twitter. Let's be honest. It's got War of the Realms is another event coming in 2019. This is like a Thor-related thing. The only reason I brought it up, because they don't give you any details really, it's just this thing. Jason Aaron's writing it. This is the art for it. Who do you see right here? Jane Foster. Jane Foster. This tells me that Jane Foster is going to get a hammer. I don't know if she's going to get Mjolnir back. It kind of looks like she does. You can see her here. This is her arm holding it. Who's also big and prominent in it? Jane Foster. Jason Aaron and Marvel have a big erection for Jane Foster and this, her being Thor. So this would kind of show why he's got this gold hammer again, because he's still unworthy. This is giving you kind of what you want, even though if you read the Thor books, right, it is literally like Thor is, he's kind of pathetic, and Jane Foster is very prominent in it. So I'm just, let it go already. Can we just have worthy Thor back with Mjolnir? And then No Surrender is getting a sequel. Avengers No Road Home, another weekly book for $4 or $5 a week. No, thank you. I won't be following that. But notably, Wade is coming. Mark Wade is coming to write this. I just want to ask, did you read his Avengers run? It's terrible. Mark Wade has just, other than the Doctor Strange books, which I stopped reading because I don't like Mark Wade and I'm not going to support him. I picked one up because I thought it would have been a roast book. It wasn't. That's it though. That's the only like nice book he's had in years. So, good luck. I don't know why they're doing that. Final piece of news that I just kind of wanted to talk about for fun. Spider-Verse theory. Peter Parker is Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. So, I've saw this before, and I kind of think it's interesting. I hope it's true. I don't think they'll ever confirm it completely. But we'll find out, I guess, if he has organic web fluid in the movie, then it's definitely him. Because remember, if you remember in the Tobey Maguire movie, they kind of decided to get around the web fluid stuff by just giving him organic web fluid. Which, you know, I didn't care for that, but I got over it. It was just a way to kind of move the plot without having to address web cartridges and stuff like that. Which, I mean, I think you can do that without giving him organic web fluid. I mean, how many movies do you watch where they fire a revolver gun and it fires 30 shots? You know what I'm saying? So I think this would be really cool. And they bring up some interesting things that I've seen. Remember the train scene, this, and there was also, and they don't have it on there, when they were at the diner and he's having dinner with Mary Jane and that car goes through the window. Except he actually punches it. Now, that could just be him telling a story from his perspective to like exaggerate it, which is something that Peter Parker would do to be funny. So I think, yeah, I would like that. I think it would be a nice little nod to the Raimi trilogy, which, you know, Spider-Man 3, not so good, but 1 and 2, excellent. I still think Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2 is the best comic book movie ever made. That's my top comic book movie. I think Logan closely rivals it, but I don't know. I just really like that Spider-Man 2 movie. So that's it. Another news movie video for you. Tomorrow is New Comic Book Day, so I'll have a load of those coming up on the channel, and that's pretty much it. Let me know in the comments what you think about this stuff. Like, subscribe, hit that notifications bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.